Hello students, in this lecture we will learn about general concept of ADC and DAC, analog to digital converter and digital to analog converter. In this digital world, many times we need to convert our analog signal into digital form. This is the diagram indicating the entire process of ADC, analog signal to digital signal, and converting back a digital signal into analog signal. This is diagrammatic representation of entire system. Here you are having mic as a sensor. Mic will capture sound variation and mic will convert that sound variation into electric form of the signal that is being connected to ADC. Now the signal generated from the mic is in the analog form, that is to be converted into a digital form. So you require ADC, analog to digital converter. After analog to digital converter, the analog form of the signal gets converted into a digital form like a pulse train of zeros and ones. Now this digital data can be stored on hard disk or it can be transmitted over the network. At the receiving end, you are having a digital to analog converter. The digital data which is there in the form of zeros and 1 needs to be converted back into analog form. So you require DAC, digital to analog converter. The DAC will convert digital signal into analog form and that can be given to the output, maybe the speakers. Here in this case it is speaker. See that initially the waveform was there in the analog form, then it was converted into digital form, and again at the receiving end we are again converting back it into analog form. The lower side figures represent the nature of the signal. See that at the receiving end we are not able to reconstruct the signal same as that of the input. This is because of the quantization. So if you are increasing the resolution of the ADC and DAC, obviously that quantization error will be less and reconstruction of the signal will be same as that of input signal. That's ADC. The input to ADC is analog signal. The output of ADC is a digital signal. See that it is represented by number of bits. So for 4-bit ADC, the input signal will be converted into total 16 different levels. So for 2-bit ADCs, input signal will be converted into 4 different levels: 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. Let's take simple example that highest amplitude at the input signal at the input side is, let's say, 1 volt. The input signal is ranging from 0 volt to 1 volt and we are having 2-bit ADC. Okay, for 2-bit ADC the possible combinations of zeros and ones are 0 0, 0 1, 1 0 and 1 1. So there are 4 possible combinations are possible with 2-bit ADC. Obviously these 4 combinations will be representing the logic levels for input side. So there will be 4 parts of 1 volt, 0 to 0.25 volt, 0.25 volt to zero point 0.5 volt, zero point 0.5 volt to 0.75 volt, and 0.75 volt to 1 volt. Obviously, if the instantaneous amplitude of my input signal is, let's say, zero point 0.3 volt, if it is classified as 0.25 volt, then this 0.05 volt amplitude, the information of the input signal will be lost forever, and even at the decoder side it will not be able to decode the exact amplitude which was zero point 0.3 volt. It will be decoded as 0.25 volt only, and that's why we are having the errors associated with these ADCs and DACs. Obviously this error can be minimized by using higher bit ADC. So if it is 4 bit ADC, then the number of levels that input signal can be divided will be 16. If it is 8 bit ADC, then the number of levels in which the input signal is divided will be 2 raised to 8, that is 256. Different logic levels will be there, and obviously signal will be classified to its closest logic level. Thank you.